Welcome to my channel, Lady D, and this will be my weekly video that I do in the upcoming week ahead for what we've got coming up. I actually feel this is going to be a positive week this week coming up. We have all planets moving forward, so I feel like by after the weekend it is going to feel quite positive and quite good that we're moving forward. And we've also got aspects with Mercury, so communication is the way we think. In Capricorn, it's going to be a nice angle to Uranus, so which is a planet of surprises, unexpected. This is going to bring about some unexpected things that's going to come up. So plans may change, but if it changes, I feel like it's going to be a positive change. There could be some thinking about things that you didn't think about, or having to work things out that are a bit unusual. You might hear from people from the past that you haven't heard from a while may come in. We've also got Venus, so on the 27th, 28th, moving into Pisces. So with this energy, it is kind of like you're on cloud nine. I feel like Venus being it represents love. It also represents money as well. So it's like you're on cloud nine with this energy. It can be very dream pay attention to your dreams. It's very like about like love, it's romance. It could be that you're not seeing the big picture if you're meeting someone new, or the relationship that you're in. It could be like rose-colored glasses can be on here. A little bit of illusion. I want to say with money, that it could be some scams, or it could be escapism a little bit too with this energy with the Venus coming in here, because we do have Neptune in Pisces as well. So in a few weeks we'll be meeting up with Neptune. So just be wary of business. Make sure you think it out with that Mercury in Capricorn. Make sure there's a logic mind to it, a logic sense, and really listen to your gut, your intuition, with this Venus that's in Pisces. But I feel like there's a positive vibe coming up from this week. What else I've got going on here? There could be like Chinese whispers coming up with rumors that are coming here. So people, I guess situations that may think, oh no, that are bad may not turn out to be as bad. As an example, my sister, when she was quite young, was 14 years apart, and she was about 5 or 6, and she cut her hair down, but she cut it right down to the scalp, and it was right at the front here, so the front. And then we're coming home freaking out, thinking, oh my gosh, you're going to get teased. What have you done to yourself? And it turns out, she was actually quite popular. Everybody wanted the same hairstyle. So, that was an unexpected thing. I was like, oh my goodness. So there, what maybe you think, oh no, can come out to be like, okay. Got here, everyone is racing forward to new opportunities, lining your ducks up in a row, so making sure everything is done and you're looking very positive, very moving forward. And I feel like you're going to feel like entitled to, especially with these next few days where we've got the moon that's in Aries. We're feeling quite like we're strong in our beliefs, we're strong in where our passions lie, and we are going forward. Come towards the end of the month here, over the weekend, we do have the moon in Taurus, so we might be feeling a bit more, an element of feeling a little bit stubborn, but wanting to be quite doing things that we enjoy, things that we love on the weekend. And then coming into next week, we have the moon going into Gemini and then into Cancer, and finishing the week up in Virgo. So, coming to the beginning of the week, it may be an aspect of emotions can be a bit high with your family, towards when we're going to the 2nd, 3rd and the 4th of February. Emotions may be a little bit high, or we might feel a little bit stubborn as well where we are. And then so just pay attention to the moon going to these signs when it gets to, by the end of the week, into Virgo, being a bit nitpicky. We want things to look a certain way. I've also got here gifts. I feel like there's going to be some sort of like surprises coming up here, receiving gifts coming up. So I've got things going everywhere because it's a hot day and I've got the fan going. As I said, it's our summer here in Australia, and we're just getting to our hot weather is just, never late than never, but coming in now. So got here a spiritual awakening, which is good, and gifts coming in. So gifts, I just feel like it's going to be something good. Also, celebration. This one got for people in France. So anyone in France, I was getting that power to the people and the celebration, and I could hear the song celebration, and I could see people like happy, and I feel like I was in France. It's something about France. This could be happening on Tuesday, where I just feel like the power, like it's more power to the people. So I don't know if there's any celebrations happening in France at the moment. I know they had protests about a couple of weeks ago. So if anyone's in France, if they could let us know. And then for people in Canada, I got the tables are turning, but it's in a good way. I just got there's a shift coming up this week, beginning of the week, and I feel that's more coming into like a Thursday, Wednesday, or next week. But just for Canadians, there's something about an energy turning, and it's a positive turning that's coming in for you guys. And I do feel like it might be to do with your leader. I feel like another political power or some more political going to maybe speak up, or there's something going to be happening with that. But whatever the case, there's some sort of good things for Canada that I feel like. So I got here like awakening spiritual gifts, communication running more smoothly and freely. I got here time to wake up. People were sleeping. It's now time to sort of start waking up, and more people will start to wake up. I feel like this week it's important to live in a practical world, and that could be hard with this Venus in Pisces. We might want to escape a little bit, but it's very hard to try and live in a world of logic and practical and be practical. I feel like again, it's excitement. There's something about exciting news or excitement coming up this week. I feel. Have a clear mind of what you want. You're going to feel more motivated. Listen to spirit and work on the connection and intuition. Show compassion when needed. I've got here, this could be bringing up stuff from the past things. 12th house about the past lives could be coming up here, about past lives relationships, some sort of soul connections coming up with this Venus here. And I've got open your eyes to new possibilities. Look to the horizon. So that's what I feel like with the planets that are going to be coming up this week. Let's do some cards and just see where I'm going. Let's have a look here. I just feel like there's going to be some exciting news coming up around the world. Like we've just got the beginning with that New Zealand Prime Minister leaving. There's some more positive aspects, things coming in here, I feel. And I feel like it's kind of coming into the energy where people aren't being scared anymore, and people aren't going to be bullied either. Okay, let's have a look here. Okay, I feel like knowledge. Something about knowledge is power. Knowledge is power. Look, people are moving on. People are moving on from whatever doesn't serve them. And I also feel like too, it is about looking at relationships and things that aren't serving us with this Piscean energy, because there could be endings that are coming up. Could be, but I feel like it's going to be a positive thing that will go here. I want to say pay attention to like dreams, intuition, but it could be some useful dreams coming up here as well. And I feel like look at beyond. We are using our networking powers. There are going to be some talks ahead. Okay. Let's have a look. Okay. What have we got with the cards? There is an aspect of moving on, but we're also moving on using our own networks where we're communicating, we're networking, we're seeing where's around. I feel like this is going to be to do with finances, work and money. We are looking at stepping up. There's a rise in power, there's a stepping up, there's an energy feeling more motivated where we're going to go. You're really like having that thing and being determined to get what you want this week. there is a thing of being like love and showing that compassion, but also just try to keep your brain, like, remember logic is going to be quite good. It is a week where we're sorting out problems, we're being quite creative, and we're just going to get things done. With that Mercury that's in Capricorn, we are looking at getting things done. We also might even have like too much on our plate, but we get it done. When we're doing a Capricorn, or if anyone knows a Capricorn, they just get things done, and what they say they're going to do it, and they commit to it. They do commit, they get it done, and it's about things are being fulfilled. It is a good chance. I feel like love is blossoming around. There is and relationships are sort of improving around you. There are, this is in terms of business, could be like in terms of politics. There are discussions happening this week. Discussions, and there's talk about talking things through, and you're talking it through in a logical, calm manner. I feel like, but there's a big part of it where people are deciding which side of the fence they're on, or are they going to move into a different direction. That's coming up. We're also learning this week too. We're learning, there's a very spiritual element to our learning this week. Looking at our gifts, we're looking to our guides, our angels, our loved ones in spirit to help us through and to help to guide us through this week. We're really looking at that connection, that guidance, and that intuition, wanting it to come through. But we're kind of going to be stuck in our own truths, our own elements. These are the times where magical things are going to happen, I feel, over these next coming weeks. You know, we've only got a month left, or a bit of a month. And we've got the Saturn changing signs, we have Pluto changing signs, so there is this big momentum of change. People want change, and I feel like we're going to start to see that change and finally start to see maybe more power to the people, like the underdog sort of coming in, the collective coming together and moving up is what I feel like coming in for this week, as well. So it's going to be, I feel like it's going to be quite a good and positive challenge coming up for the week ahead. I do feel like it's going to be quite good. So, and I've got to check my notes, but I'm pretty sure I predicted that Princess Eugene, I think it's Eugene, one of them, is pregnant. I was going to look for the video, could look at my notes, and this week she was pregnant. So another one, I might do a mid-year review like I did before last year, just to see which ones were coming true or not. So let me do a channel, and then we'll look at the 4 cards for the week ahead. So you see here. Anything else that I need to know about the week coming up? And I just feel like, don't let the truth be hidden. Like, the truth's gonna, I feel like there's something about people may try to cover things up, but things are going to be exposed. I feel like there's going to be a big turning. There's a big turning this week of the collective, and I just feel like there's a lot to celebrate coming up. Okay, so we get for a channel. See if I can get a week ahead for the week ahead. Don't be scared, for this week is an exciting opportunity for you all to progress, to go further, and to get things done. You all have a list of things that you want to complete, and a list of things you want to start and to do. This is the week to start putting these things into motion, and do not let anyone stop you. Do not let negative thoughts or negative people interfere in your way. It is time for you to move on, to be bigger, to be better, to be bolder, to be bright, to shine as brightly as you can, as like stars in the sky. You all have beautiful souls, and you're all wanting to progress further, but you also have this fear and this scaredness inside of you, not wanting to let someone down, not wanting to fail. Do not worry about failing, for failing is still an improvement. You have still tried, and you're still going to try again. A fail can mean that you're tougher. It can keep you a positive lesson. It can make you more resilient. It can make you believe in yourself more when you're determined to get something done and to get it done right. For maybe you failed because something wasn't the right way. Change things around to improve it, and then you have something that's going to last and work better than what I had before. Remember these lessons in life, for you need to remember them so that you can go forward. There's some harsh lessons coming up around June, July, but for now, the stars are shining brightly, as you all are, as you're all souls, and move ahead and move forward. We love seeing the positiveness vibes that are coming in. We love seeing people rising above the tide and going against the negative flows of other people who feel that they can fool you by throwing money everywhere or putting pressure on. For no more will this be. The people will soon turn, and people will soon rise. and you'll fight for your courage and fight for your freedoms and fight for what you want, and this will all turn around. Indeed it will. Okay, so now let's look at the cards. What am I going to do? Which cards am I doing? Let's do the fairy cards, since we've got this Piscean energy coming up, staring out at me. I was going to do my cat ones, but then I thought these are standing out. So let's have a look what we've got here. Okay, so we're going to do... So 1, 2, 3, 4. So I've got here card number 1, which is this card here. So with this card, I feel like it's about building your dreams, seeking advice when you need it. It's also a card of great wisdom, opportunities. You're in a harvesting sense, but it's a childlike energy with this. You're very innocent. You're not wanting to be neglected. You're just wanting to look for positive, but you're also looking for guidance. There's an aspect of being in nature, but also being innocent, but you're embracing this change, and there's a wonderful gift coming up for you this week with this card. And I feel like there's a lot of knowledge, hidden knowledge that's coming in. Card number 2, which is this card here. With this card here, it's about leaning on someone else, someone there to support you. And there's going to be like a lot of spirit animals around you, a lot of spirit with you this week. There's a lot of things that you can't see, but yet you know the energies are there to guide you and to help you. But it's like you're leaning on someone. You have a lot of friends around you. There is something that's a bit blurry, that you can't see everything, a situation around you that you may not be able to see everything just yet. But there's a wondrous week ahead, and a very inquisitive week. But I feel like you're very, very social. And you're having a lot of people there for support you this week. Card number 3. Oh, this one here, temptation. I just want to say be careful. There's someone around you who's a bit of a snake. It could also be shedding the skin, but I feel like it's more like someone you're going to have to rise above and maybe have to say some words to. Someone who's trying to manipulate you or put you down. You may have to try to sort of push back a little bit with them this week. You might feel a bit bogged down, but whatever comes your way, you're going to be able to get through it. The spotlight is kind of on you this week for your success and for your drive to go further, but just watch that person with the sharp tongue around you this week. Card number 4, which is this card here. This card I feel like is about unity. It is about blessings. It's about joy, hope, wishes being fulfilled. It is about not neglecting what needs to get done. And even though you're trying to, sometimes we procrastinate. This week can't procrastinate. You need to get it done. But it's a positive vibe. I feel like if you've got children, it's a good time to spend time with children, to go out, have fun, somewhere magical where they perhaps like. I also feel like it's about going to maybe to the beach or having a beach holiday. I know where you guys are colder, it's a bit hard, but if you're in like where I am, the beach is pretty good at the moment. But I feel like there is almost an escape or a little holiday, but I feel like you need to be near water or the beach with this card. So that's my 4-card spread. I hope you all have a wonderful week ahead. I do feel like it's going to be quite positive. I do feel like the energies are kind of changing a bit. And I feel like, so next month, in the 24th, so 22nd, no, 23rd, 24th, 25th, I will be in Brisbane for the MBS. So anyone in Brisbane, we'll be doing some lives with a lady that I'm sharing the store with. Closer to that, just a couple of lives with her, and I'll keep you posted. But have a wonderful week ahead, and I'll see you in my next video. So bye for now.